Hello and welcome. Good evening. You're watching Super 6 here on India Today. I'm Akshita and Nandgopal. Over the next 1 hour, we'll get you the big headlines coming in from the southern states, particularly the state of Tamil Nadu. It's election season. It's in the air, not just in Tamil Nadu, but also in the national capital. This morning, Thalapathy Vijay touched down in Delhi for his appearance before the CBI. As we speak, he's still at the CBI headquarters. So from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. now. 7 hours he's been with the Central Bureau of Investigation. This is in the investigation into the Karur Stampede. What's transpired so far? What will happen next? Will Vijay be summoned for another day of questioning? We'll get you all of those exclusive details here on Super 6. I was there at the CBI headquarters, so that's a story we'll track very closely. Also coming up on the show at 6:30 p.m. I mean, you can condemn it as much as you want, but it's just absolutely unbelievable, the kind of comments made by Raj Thackeray. Many would say, what else do you expect from Raj Thackeray, who's always resorted to xenophobia? But this time he crossed all lines. Comments made like lungi, pungi. I'll break it down for you. In other circumstances, we wouldn't have referred to these comments. But it's important to put the spotlight on what Raj Thackeray said and the hate politics that's playing out right now in Maharashtra. We'll talk about that comment by Raj Thackeray and the reactions that have come in. We'll be And let's begin with the latest updates coming in from the CBI headquarters on Vijay's questioning, which continues 7 hours on. He remains in the CBI headquarters in Delhi. Here's what our sources are telling us. That during questioning, Vijay claimed that TVK or its functionaries are not responsible for what happened in Karur on September 27th, are not responsible for the stampede. Reportedly, the actor also said that he left the venue because he felt that it would create chaos and ruckus. Now, party functionaries who were questioned earlier too by the CBI had taken a similar stand. And so it's clear that this is the TVK strategy with regards to what they'll say to the investigative bodies. Now, reportedly, statements, the CBI has told us this, there are statements from Vijay and from all the others will be analysed, corroborated with the video evidence that is available to see what exactly led to the stampede and whether what they're saying versus what's seen in the video actually matches. Particularly the question being asked about a delay in Vijay's appearance in Karur. The question that's being asked about whether Vijay knew a stampede had broken out and yet continued to speak. I'll take this across to our reporters joining us. I've got Anaga Keshav from Chennai, Munish Pandey, who's joining us live from the CBI headquarters in Delhi. Munish, I'll begin with you for the news break that you're getting us on the CBI questioning of Vijay right now. 7 hours on, it continues.
And it is still continuing, Akshita. As we speak, I am standing right outside the CBI headquarters where Vijay is still being questioned. And so far, his statements have been recorded on the lines that who might have been responsible for Karur Stampede, because this is a $1 million question and CBI wants to know the answer. But Vijay's answer have been on the expected line. According to sources within the Central Bureau of Investigation, Vijay has denied all the allegations. He has maintained so far that none of the TVK functionaries are responsible for the Karur Stampede. He has gone on to say that it was the Tamil Nadu police's responsibility to maintain law and order, but they failed to discharge their duty properly, and that is why the stampede took place. So in overall, he maintains his innocence as well as party's innocence. On the lines, Akshita, it was also important for the CBI to understand, the timeline of when Vijay arrived, when he was expected, and why he continued his speech. That question was also posed before Vijay, and he has given the answer that he was not aware of the stampede at that particular moment. The moment he got to know that stampede has broken out, he immediately left because he felt his presence will increase the chaos, at that particular time. Now, CBI has recorded earlier the statement of other TVK functionaries. They also have statements of Tamil Nadu police officials responsible for maintaining law and order situation that day. And now they have statement of Vijay also, which is still going on. Now, the CBI sources are telling us that they will corroborate the statement given by Vijay with the Tamil Nadu police officials, and then only they will conclude that what exactly happened, who is responsible for this particular incident. Apart from that, the CBI is also going to confront Vijay with the documentary evidence, which is going to be the the agreement which was signed between the Tamil Nadu police and TVK functionaries, that all the protocols will be followed, all the arrangements will be made by the party, which according to Tamil Nadu police, the TVK functionaries failed.
So quickly, just to follow up, Manish, we know that today mostly it's been Vijay's statement that's been recorded. Is there a possibility that he will be summoned for day 2? I know he's still being questioned right now, but there is talk that tomorrow too he could be in the national capital.
Well, Akshita, till afternoon there was a high chance that, Vijay will be again called in for questioning. But now sources are telling us that they are trying to conclude the questioning. If there are certain questions, if there are follow-up questions, then again he might be called in tomorrow for questioning. But for now, we have been given to understand is that the questioning will still go on. The TVK chief is still inside the CBI headquarters, and still he is being questioned by the DYSP rank officer, who is also the investigative officer of this particular case.
Okay, interesting. So the questioning 7 hours on continues and could go on for the considerable next few hours as well. I'll bring in Anaga Keshav, who's joining us live from Chennai with the latest updates on the repercussions of this summoning and questioning in Tamil Nadu right now. In election season, Anaga, everyone's watching this. And one narrative that's particularly doing the rounds is central agencies versus Vijay. Jananayagan film being stalled by the censor board, Vijay being summoned by the CBI in the Karur case.
Well, certainly, Akshita. In fact, at this given point of time, even Vijay's film career has now run into a legal battle. And even his political career, he's sitting there in front of the CBI getting grilled for 7 hours. So certainly the perception here, the optics here on ground, quite possibly could look like Vijay is the victim over here, getting grilled on all sides. But certainly, as we stand today, there is a lot of sympathy coming in for actor turned Neta Vijay. But still, election is still months away. Anything can change in the minds of voters. Will the sympathy that he has garnered today really, hold till the month of May? That's the big question. It may or it may not. It all depends on how Vijay decides to channelize whatever is happening today in the next upcoming months in the run-up to the elections. Okay. But as we stand off today, tomorrow is the day when it's quite likely that Jananayagan's case can also come up for hearing in the Supreme Court, and the same day he also will get grilled by the CBI. So many, it's a big day tomorrow for actor turned Neta Vijay. We need to wait and watch what's really going to happen tomorrow in the court, and number 2 in the CBI headquarters.
Interesting what really will play out in the days ahead in this case. Munish, Anaga, for the moment, thanks very much for joining me. Based on the information we've received from our sources, let's break down for you the 10 questions being asked of Vijay right now by the CBI. He's still inside the CBI headquarters. The first question is, the crowd was fainting around you. There were people clearly visible for Vijay from his van where people were passing out. He makes a reference to it as well, saying, make way. Why did he continue his speech despite that? Why didn't he call off the event? Water bottles were given also by Vijay. He was seen throwing it from the van at people who were struggling. But why was nothing done to help those who were fainting, to provide any necessary medical help to them? The other question that's constantly asked of Vijay is, why did he turn up 7 hours late? Why didn't he reach the venue on time? It would have not led to such swelling of crowds, people getting restless and dehydrated. Was the crowd surge allowed and intentionally done? Was there a delay on the part of Vijay intentionally to ensure more people gathered? Because for politicians, of course, it's all about numbers, all about showing off the kind of strength that they have on ground at these rallies. How many meetings took place? And CBI asking a pointed question to Vijay on how TVK was involved in the planning. How many internal meetings took place to ensure ensuring adequate arrangements on ground for the rally in Karur? The question also is, who did you meet for Karur rally? All right, we'll cut across to the breaking update that's just coming in. Vijay's questioning has come to an end at the CBI headquarters. That's the breaking update that's coming in right now. We will take this across to Munish Pandey. We're just going to connect with him once again to get you that quick update. But 7 hours 7 hours he's been questioned. I was at the CBI headquarters when the questioning began. It was at about 11:10 when he had entered, in fact, into the CBI office. And so now the grilling has come to an end, is what we're picking up. And what we're also understanding is that Vijay is expected to come out of the CBI headquarters any time now. Now, the question is he going to stay camp in Delhi? Has he been summoned for a second day of questioning? Is the Karur Stampede investigation involving Vijay going to continue? Munish Pandey is live with us for more details on that. Munish, take it away. You're telling us that the questioning of Vijay is over. He's going to step out any moment now.
Javel, Akshita, just to give a sense of what exactly is happening, and we have been given to understand is that the questioning is almost over and Vijay may come out any moment from now. Now you can see this is the out gate of the Central Bureau of Investigation. The cars which were accompanying Vijay this morning, Akshita, when you were also present, those cars are now parked, which means that Vijay will be coming any moment from now from this very particular gate where we are standing. This is the out gate of the Central Bureau of Investigations headquarters. Now also you can see the activity has increased, the police force has increased, and there are lawyers also which were accompanying Vijay this morning. Now they are also outside the CBI headquarters. Also, we have been given to understand is that most of the questions were recorded. Now CBI will decide in few minutes from now whether Vijay has to be called in for questioning again tomorrow or not. So this is going to be extremely important as far as questioning is concerned. Akshita will also try and get close to the gate so that we can get a better visuals of Vijay's car when he is coming out of it. Now, the questioning is almost over. His last statement has been recorded. The formalities, the signing formalities are over, and from any moment from now, we will be able to see Vijay coming out from this particular gate. Now, as far as this case is concerned, Akshita, remember, in past, almost 5 functionaries of TVK were questioned by the Central Bureau of Investigation. Earlier, Tamil Nadu police officials, right from the rank of, SP, IG rank officer, the inspector, all those officials were called in for questioning this morning. The DGP of Tamil Nadu was also called in. He was there for quite some time, and then his statement was recorded, and then he left the CBI headquarters. But now Vijay's statement is over. Now, according to the Central Bureau of Investigation, they want to file charge sheet in this case, and that is why they wanted to record all the statements so that they can analyze that who was in particular responsible for the Karur Stampede. After recording the statements of Vijay's today, they will be analyzing the statements. And now the black Range Rover, Akshita, you can see the visuals now. The black Range Rover is the car in which now Vijay is coming out of the Central Bureau of Investigations headquarters. You can see Vijay sitting inside the car. This is the carcade of Vijay, actor turned politician, and here we can see Vijay in the car. So his questioning is over, and now with his the carcade, Vijay has left the CBI headquarters. These are the exclusive visuals right from outside the CBI headquarters, where Vijay was questioned for almost, more than 6 hours, and whether again he will be called in for questioning or not, that is something the CBI will decide. We will be the first one to break this news also, Akshita, because we are bringing what all has happened inside when Vijay was being questioned by the Central Bureau of Investigation today. He has been questioned regarding all those aspects. Who was responsible for Karur Stampede? Why was delay from his part for 7 hours, because of which the crowd surged? He was also questioned regarding the management of food supply, water supply and toilets. Everything has been asked to Vijay. His statement was recorded, and now CBI will decide whether he has to be called in again or not. Akshita.
Live report there from Munish Pandey, getting you for the first time Vijay seen there emerging out of the CBI headquarters in that black Range Rover. The person seated in the front, Adav Arjuna, TVK leader, right hand of Vijay, who was also there with Vijay while he was being questioned, not allowed in the interrogation room but sat through it all in the CBI headquarters. Right behind him in the back seat there, you get a very brief glimpse of Vijay as he's looking through the side window, looking out and trying clearly to avoid the cameras who were on the other side of the road. Huge security detailing ensured there through that entire stretch at the CBI headquarters. I was there this morning, so I saw that they closed off the entire road to ensure that there's no chance of any build-up, particularly of Vijay fans gathering in large numbers or anything of that sort, which is why even the TVK, and this is very clear on the ground, the TVK didn't urge all of their cadre in Delhi to come together. They wanted this to be muted. They wanted this to be focused completely on Vijay turning up at the CBI headquarters and no big bang entry there, which is why the car went in, the car has emerged out. Vijay hasn't been spotted walking out of the CBI headquarters, as is usually the norm for anyone who is going in for questioning. In this particular case, those are the images on your screens. Briefly, you see Vijay there as he is seated in the back seat. 7 hours of questioning coming to an end, where largely we understand Vijay's statement was recorded on what happened on September 27th. 107 days since that stampede. There are so many questions still being asked on what led to 41 lives being lost. The CBI one step closer perhaps to figuring out exactly what their line of investigation is going to be in this case. And that's the image there for you of Vijay leaving the CBI headquarters, clearly trying to hide his face from the media cameras, did not want the cameras to be able to capture him as he left from the CBI headquarters. He is known to be a very, very private individual, not someone who is, camera friendly or media friendly for that matter. So you see him seated in the back seat, Adav Arjuna in the front, trying to navigate through the traffic there and the convoy that was also put out. For Vijay, there's been huge security set up in the national capital as well. For now, we hear that arrangements have been made for Vijay to be staying the night in Delhi. He'll perhaps be waiting for a communication from the CBI on whether he needs to continue in Delhi, whether he'll need to be brought back to the CBI headquarters tomorrow or not, based on which he'll take a call on whether to leave or whether he'll stay put in the national capital. We're going to continue those updates. Munish will be on standby with us to get us the latest, particularly on whether Vijay is going to be appearing for day 2 of questioning or not. I want to bring in on this broadcast as well our panelists, Muralidharan Shivalingam, Vijay supporter, is with us. We've got Ramakrishnan Rajagopal, retired IAS and spokesperson of the Tamil Nadu BJP, Harish Mohammad Ibrahim, political analyst, and Sanjay Sahay, former IPS officer. Good evening, gentlemen. Thank you all very much for your time, and I appreciate your patience. We had that news break quickly coming in of Vijay emerging out of the CBI headquarters. Muralidharan, I'd like to begin with you. There are all of these charges of conspiracies doing the rounds, conspiracy theories that are swirling. What do you have to say about Vijay being summoned by the CBI? Do you see this as central agencies hounding, targeting Vijay?
No, I think Vijay's party was very clear that, they wanted the CBI investigation compared to a probe or a local law enforcement investigation. Having said that, just a week ago, the state president of BJP, sitting next to Mr. Amit Shah, pointed out towards Mr. Sendil Balaji, and he said that he's the person who had caused the entire sabotage. So when the allegations are towards him, and that too sitting next to the Home Minister, under whom the CBI is, and that's very clear that Vijay has nothing to worry here. And as the TVK has been claiming right from the beginning, this is a sabotage by the ruling DMK party, because they are the ones who did not let Vijay stay at Karur when the incident happened. The police came and forced him to leave the place, etc. And after that, Mr. Sendil Balaji got into that. He was at the hospital all night, and 41 postmortems were carried out in a hurry in the night, and all of those bodies were cremated very next day. There was not much time given even for the kith and kin to mourn the death, and for the family members to come and see the body. And they were all cremated. So what was the hurry about? That's exactly what even TVK cadres want to know. Everyone, not just TVK cadres, the whole of Tamil Nadu wants to know what was the great hurry in which postmortems were conducted in the middle of the night and people were cremated in the morning. So that throws up a lot of questions. I think the CBI will answer.
Harish, would you like to respond to that? There are several questions being asked about whether the stampede was a result of a conspiracy, and this is something Vijay himself has claimed.
Akshita, I don't want to go ahead and insinuate whatever the baseless allegations which has been put forward by the previous panelists. And having said that, whether Mr. Senthil Balaji has requested Mr. Vijay to come 7 hours delay prior to the Karur meeting and the Namakkal meeting, whether he has said that, no. Having said that, if these kind of nuances, these kind of insinuation is going to put behind whatever the investigation is going to happen, and making sure the 41 lost lives should be going under peril. Having take a instance of this today's appearance by Mr. Vijay, at about 11 o'clock, he has been summoned by the CBI.
Yep.
And he has taken his flight by 6 o'clock in Chennai with a private jet. But during the same September 27th incident, he was supposed to be there by 8:30 in Namakkal, the first point, and by 12 o'clock, which has been called for by the Friday secretary, at about 12 in the Karur. Karur is what the second point is all about. But Mr. Vijay is starting from Chennai itself by 9 o'clock. So it is a deliberate attempt which made it is. There is no
The
beyond
constant
doubt.
argument against that, Harish, is that all politicians are always late. They have their own standard of time, unfortunately.
But having said that, that depends on the politician who is depending on. But here, an actor who turned into a politician with a huge cult classic base, crowds to be swell wherever he goes. So once the surge is happening on an organic basis, you shouldn't do it as a prima facie. There is a clear-cut, deliberate attempt by Mr. Vijay to go ahead and show the crowd in a massive phase. That is the reason by 8:30 he has given his first point in Namakkal, and he is starting from Chennai itself by 9 o'clock. Whether anyone at this stature will do this, no. Whether Mr. Senthil Balaji have asked Mr. Vijay to start by 9 o'clock to come to the meeting by 12 o'clock in the Karur, no. So these kind of basic humanity should be there by these kind of actors who has a large crowd base, which is evident that they have to follow the strict protocol. And there have been for 24 points protocol is given by the Karur administration, Karur Police Department. Even by September 25th, on the same Veluchamipuram, the ADMK have conducted elbow.
No, I see your hand up, Mr. Muralidharan, but just give me a moment to also bring in Mr. Rajagopal on this. Mr. Rajagopal, your opening remarks of what we're seeing today. 41 lives, and let's not forget that 41 lives were lost. It's been over 100 days since the stampede. There are so many questions still looming on who is responsible. To the BJP, sir, do you buy this whole conspiracy charge? Ultimately, there will be questions about whether the organizer is to be held responsible. In this case, Vijay, in this case, the TVK.
Well, there are two issues. One is the loss of lives, and the other is the intention. Now, loss of lives has occurred. Now, who's responsible? Anybody who's responsible for that will have to be charge sheeted. Now, was there an intention on the side of the TVK? I don't think there was an intention to create a problem. And I don't think anybody wanted lives to be lost. But unfortunately, lives were lost because of their negligence and their late coming. But at the same time, I think the police authorities should have taken better steps to make sure that the lives were not lost, because there were so many things which could have been done. Vijay could have been stopped. His people could have been stopped. About 10 or 15,000 people who came with him from Namakkal could have been stopped. Vijay alone could have been allowed to enter. The crowds could have been better controlled. I think all this was probably not done. I don't think there was even proper planning by the district authorities. We don't have any evidence, any minutes of a meeting held conducted by the district collector. So it clearly shows that the police has also not acted in fulfillment of its duties. So the fault lies with both sides. Now, who's to be apportioned how much blame? I think that is what the CBI will have to decide.
Mr. Sanjay Sahay, your views on what's playing out. As a former IPS officer, who is the onus on when something like this happens? Is it on the police for perhaps not ensuring adequate deployment, as the TVK alleges here, or is the onus on the organizer, on Vijay, irrespective of whether he cries conspiracy or not? Does a certain amount of responsibility fall on the shoulders of the TVK?
See, law and order is the complete responsibility of the state government. There is absolutely no denying the fact. Over a period of time, 1 decade, 2 decades, we have tried to make it into a very, very palpable sort of a story that anything told by the politicians and anything told by the government, that is created in a manner as a smoke screen. Now let's come to this particular accident, what was made to happen. This was bound to happen because it was on a regular basis happen, and police all around Tamil Nadu, wherever Vijay went, it's the same sort of atrocious sort of a crowd management which was happening to the extent that High Court of Madras, they had also given instructions. Now you come to the first and foremost thing is the venue. That venue cannot be a venue. I've been talking about it at the time of the stampede itself. It is, I think, the Karur Road highway. How can a highway be made into a venue? I'm just not able to understand. Anything which goes against the norms, the principles of crowd management, I think all those things have happened. Now 15, 20,000 people moving with the actor himself, and that is his standard protocol. That is the way it has happened all throughout. At the DMK, it developed cold feet. And DMK never went. DMK means I'm talking about the government of Tamil Nadu, have nothing to do with the political party that developed the cold feet. When all these things happened, then what was done? One committee after other, there was a criminal investigation by the local police, rightly so. Then you have a judicial commission, then you have SIT, and then finally the CBI. Two of those things have been wound up. And 3-4 months down the line, the loss of lives have been huge. It is not a complicated criminal investigation. Let's be very clear about it. And Mr. Vijay and the TVK, if they want to absolve them of their responsibility, only two guys were arrested. That is the district secretary and the town secretary. Other two were not arrested. They got anticipatory bail. So this is the way the whole system is operating. As far as Mr. Vijay is concerned, there is absolutely no denying the fact that he is aware of all these things which have been happening and which has been happening on a regular basis. This incident was bound to happen and it happened. Because someday it will happen. There was outage. You can get into
No, you
all
can hold
those
everyone accountable, but ultimately there will be questions. Vijay is crying conspiracy here, Mr. Muralidharan. You know, that's almost washing your hands of the responsibility of the TVK in holding this kind of an event. They do have to ensure that they also take care of the necessary arrangements. Questions that have been asked is also about how Vijay continued with this event despite knowing that chaos was breaking out, throwing water bottles at them and continuing his speech.
Akshita, let's revisit the whole thing again. He was given time from morning 10 to evening 7. So even if he comes at 6:30, it's the responsibility of the law enforcement to ensure there is no untoward incident. And this is not the first rally he's been holding. He has held many rallies. As that, the respected IPS officer mentioned, you know, it's a law enforcement, safety, security of the people is responsibility of the state. And when he wanted to have this rally, they are the ones who gave permission with conditions. So as simple as that. Man, today, do we have a SOP on that? We still don't have an SOP. In fact, the Madras High Court has taken cognizance and they are writing the standard operating procedure. So how to conduct these rallies? That's only after the event. Before that, there was nothing. So how can you blame TVK? TVK is new into this strike. You know, it is, you know, your seasoned people are the ADMK and DMK. They have hosted, they have held so many rallies in their last 50 years. Nothing had happened that time. So that's the reason why the questions are being asked now. So even if he comes at 6:30, it's the responsibility of the state. And state, we know what's happening in the state. The law and order is in shambles. Right? There's a North Indian worker who was lynched a couple of weeks ago, right? And where is he now? Nobody knows. He got something like, I think so many cuts on his body and there's no way that they could walk. And say he discharged himself and he walked away. We still want to know where he is. This is how the law and order situation is Tamil Nadu. And drugs at,
No, wait, we're kind of digressing. I get your point about law and order in Tamil Nadu. Harish, that's where the question comes up on whether the cops also are equally responsible here. Look at the political blame game of things, of the DMK and TVK pointing fingers at each other. Are we ultimately forgetting that a tragedy has happened and perhaps there are lapses on both sides that need to be acknowledged?
Even after a ruthless comment has been passed by the earlier panelist, even after 41 lives of loss, he has been deliberately saying that even by 6:30 they can come, their leader can come. How come a general secretary of a party can... Sir, I didn't interrupt you. Have some
One at a
civility.
time, please.
Sir, have some civility. I haven't interrupted you. Please be silent.
Yeah, Harish,
But
finish your point and then I'll give you a chance to respond.
his general secretary calling for the people to come and gather in a crowd by 12:30 on a scorching heat. When after even 41 lives have lost, they have been ruthless in saying that the people can come by 6:30 and gather for the meeting at about 7 o'clock. What kind of ruthless argument is this? And having said that, the September 25th, the Velichamipuram, the same meeting venue have been given to Mr. Edapadi Palnichami to conduct a meeting which has been supposed to be there by 10,000 people, which has given a nod by the local administration. And even there, the police personnel were 167 police personnel were deployed over there. Even the same venue I've given for the Mr. TVK's or Vijay rally as well. And they have been given an administration nod for 10,000 people. Even the crowd surges to almost 30,000 people. The police deployment was there at most 597 under a ratio of 20:1. So don't complain the local administration or the police department for this mishap, which has been deliberately carried out by the TVK
I
and
like
the
how
chief
both sides are
sabotage.
claiming conspiracy. Mr. Muralidhar, and your response.
What are you talking? No, did they hold anybody responsible? The local police, I mean the DSP or the superintendent of police of the district should have been suspended. They didn't do anything. Why? I mean, see, it's only the TVK has to be blamed for everything, is that? The law enforcement is the state. They could have come out and said, no, it's dangerous, don't come now. It's too late to hold the rally. Vijay would have turned back. They didn't say anything.
Okay.
They're only keen to send him out of Karur as soon as the incident happened. And 41 lives dead he's talking about, and it's clear in the hands of DNK because a few months ago, there was an air show at Marina where 4 people died of stampede. And the intelligence officer was supposed to be responsible for that. You're sitting next to the CM and watching the air show.
Okay.
That is the kind of law and order here.
Mr. Rajagopal, Mr. Raj.
And the Tamil Nadu.
Yeah.
No, Mr. Rajagopal, let me bring in the BJP also on this place. Mr. Rajagopal, go ahead. You know, there are also questions being asked here about the timing of the CBI summon to Vijay, with the likes of DMK, surprisingly enough, the DMK now saying that this is a central conspiracy against Vijay.
I don't think it's got to do anything with the elections or the political campaigning that's going on. It's a question of the CBI having to complete its work. The CBI will have to file its charge sheet within the stipulated time. And if the charge sheet is delayed, obviously there would be accusations against the CBI. And all people concerned will have to be inquired into before they file the charge sheet. And obviously, there are lapses by the police authorities, but at the same time, one can't say that Vijay or TVK party is beyond blame, because why did they come with 15,000 people from Namakkal? And they knew that the place was already overcrowded. And you had 50,000 people coming in and hitting into a crowd of 20,000 in a place which could accommodate 10,000. Automatically, it was like a wave. And as people started moving with his van, they stepped over each other, and that's how the lives were lost.
No, I agree that, you know, at the end of the day, whatever has happened, we need a detailed investigation to kind of reveal the details. The TVK at this point all through wanted a CBI investigation. So in that sense, they've gotten what they wanted. There's no point now crying central conspiracy by any way, which is why you're seeing Vijay also going ahead and cooperating with the investigation. Thank you, gentlemen, for your time, for joining us here on India Today. We're going to track the latest that comes up and get you those details on the takeaways of Vijay's questioning, and also if there's going to be a day 2. Will he be summoned again by the CBI? Those details we will track here on India Today. A political war of words in the run-up to the BMC poll has become an excuse to hurl hate abuse towards Tamilians now. Raj Thackeray, in a rally in Mumbai, made a crass, completely below-the-belt remark targeting South Indians, targeting Tamilians, and yet there's zero outrage. Politics, political attacks is one thing, but resorting to hate slurs, to regional chauvinism is completely unacceptable. Now, in normal circumstances, I wouldn't read out what Raj Thackeray said, but this needs to be told for everyone to understand the kind of hate that he's spewing against one community. What did he say? He said, hatao, lungi, bajao, pungi, which means remove these lungis, show them their place. He was attacking BJP's Annamalai after Annamalai had called Mumbai a global city. But I want you to listen in to what Raj Thackeray said.
काल परवाकडे कोणतरी एक तामिळनाडूमधून रसमलाई आली होती. तो सांगतो मुंबईचा आणि म्हणजे महाराष्ट्राचा संबंध काय? तुझा काय संबंध आहे इथे याचा? यांच्यासाठीच माननीय बाळासाहेब बोलले होते, हटाव लुंगी आणि बजाव पुंगी.
I imagine this is the kind of comment that's been made by Raj Thackeray. It's not new, unfortunately. That slogan that he took, that was the OG slogan of Bal Thackeray when he targeted South Indians in Mumbai and drove a sustained campaign to drive South Indians out of Mumbai. Raj Thackeray is attempting the exact same narrative in 2026, and yet, believe it or not, there are cheerleaders for that kind of disgusting politics of this open xenophobia playing out. Let's call it out for what it is. No condemnation, honestly, is strong enough, because if this narrative continues, it is to attempt to create a rift, divide now on the lines of regionalism, target migrants in Mumbai. Raj Thackeray's hatao lungi remark, let's be very clear, is not just a throwaway provocation. It's an attempt to stir up identity politics and, quite honestly, cheap attempts to stir up Marathi sentiments at the cost of targeting one community and even calling for violence against them. That slogan is extremely violent. This comment betrays clearly a poverty of ideas and a dangerous willingness to actually fracture India on the basis of states. That 2026, these are the kind of slogans doing the rounds in the run-up to an election.
The political slugfest amid the battle for BMC has hit a vulgar low. After targeting North Indians, MNS chief Raj Thackeray's fresh target are Tamilians. During the joint rally of Thackeray cousins at Shivaji Park in Mumbai, Raj Thackeray hurled racist abuses at K. Annamalai. Raj Thackeray called the BJP stalwart leader Rasmalai. He did not stop there. Thackeray abused Annamalai from the stage and reminded that Bala Saheb used to say, hatao lungi, bajao pungi for Tamilians.
काल परवाकडे कोणतरी एक तामिळनाडू बंद रसमलाई आली होती. तो सांगतो मुंबईचा आणि म्हणजे महाराष्ट्राचा संबंध काय? तुझाच काय संबंध आहे इथे याचा? यांच्यासाठीच माननीय बाळासाहेब बोलले होते, हटाव लुंगी आणि बजाव पुंगी.
This racist jibe was triggered by Annamalai's comment that Mumbai was a global city and not just a Maharashtra city.
Bombay is not a Maharashtra city, it is an international city. And this city has got a budget of 75,000 crore, not a small money. Chennai's budget is 8,000 crore. Bangalore is 19,000 crore. You need good people sitting in the administration to manage the finance, to manage development.
Now, this controversy has become the biggest flashpoint ahead of the BMC polls. Annamalai dared Raj Thackeray and said that he will not be intimidated and will keep coming to Mumbai irrespective of the consequences.
மூணு தாக்கரே கூட்டம் போட்டு மிரட்டிட்டு இருக்காரு. என்னை பத்தி நீ அவமானப்படுத்துறது எனக்கு ஒன்றும் புதுசு இல்லை. தமிழ்நாட்டில் டிஎம்கே அதைத்தான் காலங்காலமாக செய்கிறாங்க. ஆனால் தமிழர்களையே அவமானப்படுத்துறாங்க. அதில் எழுதியிருக்கானுங்க, மும்பைக்குள்ள வந்தால் என் காலை வெட்டுவேன், இங்கடிப்பேன். நான் மும்பைக்கு வரத்தான் போகிறேன், நீ இங்கடிச்சு பாரு, காலை வெட்டிப்பாரு, அதான் ரெண்டோட பார்த்துடலாம். அதனால் இந்த மிரட்டல் ஊற்றுக்கெல்லாம் நான் பயந்துருந்தா ஊரில் உட்காந்து என் கிராமத்துக்குள்ள சொந்த ஊரில் தான் இருக்கு.
BJP backed Annamalai and claimed that his statements were twisted for political gains for Mumbai civic polls.
In his political campaign, he said very high about Mumbai and the people who have contributed for the growth of Mumbai. I think they have taken it another way, and for their political game, they are twisting it.
With just days ahead of BMC polls, Raj Thackeray has once again ignited the Tamil Maratha face-off, but will it translate into votes? Bureau Report, India Today.